pieces of architecture, and you can even see Fort William.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi shares his thoughts at a special event on the relevance of Gandhi in the contemporary world at the UN headquarters, says Mahatma Gandhi's life shows us the way ahead on all the challenges. Also says Gandhi showed democracy means self-dependence and not dependence on the government. Prime Minister Modi, along with United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres and the world leaders, inaugurate the 50-kilowatt Gandhi Solar Park at the UN headquarters. Also inaugurates the Gandhi Peace Garden during a special commemorative event on Gandhi's 150th birth anniversary. A special UN postage also released. United Nations Secretary General, the President of South Korea, Prime Ministers of Singapore, Bangladesh, Jamaica and New Zealand addressed the Gandhi's 150th special event. United Nations Chief Antonio Guterres says Gandhi's vision and the work are pillars of the UN. Also thanks India for Gandhi Solar Park and Prime Minister Modi's clarion call to avoid single-use plastic. Prime Minister Modi holds bilateral talks with the US President Donald Trump in New York. The leaders hold a long discussion on terrorism. President Trump says Prime Minister Modi has given a loud and clear message to Pakistan. Also says there will be an Indo-US trade deal very soon. Prime Minister Modi receives the Goalkeepers Global Goals Award. Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation honors Prime Minister Modi for his commitment to the global goals through impactful work, especially leadership of the Swachh Bharat mission. Accepting the award, Prime Minister Modi says he shares the honor with crores of Indians who had contributed to the success of the cleanliness mission. Prime Minister Modi participates in the Forum of Indo-Pacific Islands Cooperation Plurilateral Meeting. The Prime Minister announces development grant to Pacific small island states. Also invites the leaders of the Pacific Island nations to join the coalition for disaster-resilient infrastructure. Enforcement Directorate files a money laundering case against the NCP chief Sharad Pawar and his nephew Ajit Pawar and others in connection with the Maharashtra State Cooperative Bank scam case. The official sources say that an FIR has also been registered against them under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh commissions Coast Guard's offshore patrol vessel, the ICGS Varha, at a special function in Chennai port. The indigenously built vessel will be deployed for the surveillance of India's exclusive economic zone and to safeguard the maritime interest of the country. The doyen of modern Indian cinema, Amitabh Bachchan, selected unanimously for the Dada Saheb Phalke Award, India's highest award in cinema. Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar took to Twitter to make the announcement. Hello and good afternoon. You're watching Doordarshan News with me, Nancy Kohli. Our top story: the world came together to pay homage to Mahatma Gandhi on his 150th birth anniversary at the United Nations. The leaders participated in a special program at the UN on the relevance of Gandhian thoughts. In the august presence of various world leaders, the Gandhi Solar Park and the Gandhi Peace Garden at the State University of New York campus were inaugurated. A stamp on Gandhi Ji was also released. Prime Minister Narendra Modi lauded Mahatma Gandhi as a leader who motivates people not just in India but around the world.
गांधी जी भारतीय थे, लेकिन सिर्फ भारत के नहीं थे। आज ये मंच इसका जीवंत उदाहरण है।
To Tributes to Mahatma Gandhi, the father of the nation, at the United Nations in the 150th year of his birth anniversary. In a first, leaders came together to discuss the relevance of Gandhi in contemporary times. They launched the Gandhi Solar Park on the rooftop of the UN headquarters. It is an installation of 193 solar panels donated by India, representing all UN member nations. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said, in a time when everybody is thinking of how to impress, we must remember what Mahatma Gandhi stood for, how to inspire. Prime Minister highlighted the timeliness of Bapu's philosophy in tackling global challenges.
Wealth without work, pleasure without conscience, knowledge without character, business without ethics, science without humanity, religion without sacrifice, politics without principle. चाहे क्लाइमेट चेंज हो या फिर आतंकवाद, भ्रष्टाचार हो या फिर स्वार्थपरक सामाजिक जीवन, गांधी जी के ये सिद्धांत हमें मानवता की रक्षा करने के लिए मार्गदर्शक की तरह काम करते हैं.
The Gandhi Peace Garden at the State University of New York campus, where 150 trees have been planted, was also inaugurated, and a UN postage stamp on Gandhiji was released. Prime Minister said that Mahatma Gandhi never held positions of power, yet he motivates people around the world. Millions of people, several nations drew strength from his ideals and attained freedom.
आज लोकतंत्र की परिभाषा का एक सीमित अर्थ रह गया है कि जनता अपनी पसंद की सरकार चुने और सरकार जनता की अपेक्षा के अनुसार काम करे. लेकिन महात्मा गांधी ने लोकतंत्र की असली शक्ति पर बल दिया. उन्होंने वो दिशा दिखाई जिसमें लोग शासन पर निर्भर न हो और स्वावलंबी बने. बीते 5 वर्षों में हमने पीपल्स पार्टिसिपेशन, जन भागीदारी को प्राथमिकता दी है. चाहे स्वच्छ भारत अभियान हो, डिजिटल इंडिया हो, जनता अब इन अभियानों का नेतृत्व खुद कर रही है.
Led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres, President Moon Jae-in in South Korea, Singapore PM Lee, Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, Jamaican Prime Minister Andrew Holness and PM Jacinda Ardern of New Zealand also shared insights into the relevance of Mahatma Gandhi's leadership in contemporary times. With Munmun Bhattacharya and Arun Sharma in New York, Bureau Report, DD News.
At the event, United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres asserted that Mahatma Gandhi was the greatest leader of all the times and said that his ideas drive the work of United Nations. The South Korean President Moon Jae-in reiterated Gandhi's philosophy that there is no path to peace, peace is the only path. The Singapore Prime Minister also said that Gandhi's ideas influenced people beyond India's shores. He also said that the UNGA has declared Mahatma Gandhi's birth anniversary as the International Day of Non-Violence. The Jamaican Prime Minister termed Gandhi's life's works as a personal inspiration for his leadership. And on the occasion, the Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina remembered country's father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, who also stood for non-violence. The New Zealand Prime Minister remembered Christchurch attacks, saying that country's Muslim community broke a potential cycle of violence by their act of peace.
Gandhi looked at the world from the point of view of the lowliest and the most humble, but is acknowledged as one of the greatest leaders of all time. His values truly transcend borders. Gandhi's ideas drive the work of the United Nations for equality, empowerment, and global citizenship every day.
One of Gandhi's teachings embodies the UN's spirit. There is no path to peace. Peace is the path. India and Korea, both having suffered from colonial rule, were partners who gave inspiration to and courage for each other's liberation.
Tensions and conflicts are prevalent not just between countries, races, and religions, but also within them. But if we take Gandhi's message to heart, then we must try our best to resolve differences calmly and peacefully, appreciating the views of the other side, and without inflaming passions or hardening attitudes.
Gandhi's doctrine of nonviolence and sacrifice, together with his vision for a more equitable world, is a source of personal inspiration to my own leadership, and I know that his life's work will continue to inspire new generations to come.
Gandhi's love for common people and ideals of non-violence contributed to shaping Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujib's vision of struggle, non-cooperation, peaceful movement against oppression and tyranny by the then Pakistani rulers against the peace-loving Bengalis.
Their act of peace was a powerful and empowering message. In opening their doors, they sowed the seeds of diversity, humanity, forgiveness, and what we call in New Zealand, aroha, or love. They broke a potential cycle of violence.
And leading the global march towards achieving the Sustainable Development Goals, Prime Minister Modi was conferred the prestigious Global Goalkeepers Award by the Gates Foundation for his role as a catalyst in implementing the largest, the most complex sanitation intervention in India through the Swachh Bharat mission. Addressing the gathering, Prime Minister Modi credited the combined resolve of 1.3 billion Indians and their sacrifices for the success of the mission. He thanked the Gates Foundation for recognizing India's strides in cleanliness.
ये सम्मान मेरा नहीं, बल्कि उन करोड़ों भारतीयों का है जिन्होंने स्वच्छ भारत के संकल्प को न केवल सिद्ध किया, बल्कि अपनी रोजमर्रा की जिंदगी में ढाला भी है। महात्मा गांधी की 150वीं जयंती पर मुझे अवार्ड दिया जाना मेरे लिए व्यक्तिगत रूप से भी बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है। ये अभियान शुरू भले ही हमारी सरकार ने किया था, लेकिन इसकी कमान जनता जनार्दन ने खुद अपने हाथों में ले ली थी। लोकतंत्र का सीधा सा अर्थ है कि व्यवस्थाओं और योजनाओं के केंद्र में लोग यानी पीपल रहने चाहिए। एक सशक्त लोकतंत्र वही होता है जो जनता की जरूरत को केंद्र में रखकर नीतियों का निर्माण करता है। 11 करोड़ से ज्यादा शौचालयों ने ग्रामीण स्तर पर इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी का एक नया द्वार भी खोल दिया। बेटियों बहनों के लिए तो शौचालय न होना उनके जीवन की सबसे बड़ी मुश्किलों में से एक था। देश की गरीब महिलाओं को, बेटियों को इस स्थिति से निकालना मेरी सरकार का दायित्व था और हमने इसे पूरी शक्ति से निभाया, पूरी ईमानदारी से निभाया। भारत ने दशकों तक सिर्फ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल फेडरलिज्म ही देखा था। हमारी सरकार ने इसे कोऑपरेटिव फेडरलिज्म में बदलने का प्रयास किया और समय के साथ अब हम कॉम्पिटिटिव कोऑपरेटिव फेडरलिज्म के मार्ग पर आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। इस अभियान में भारत के अलग अलग राज्यों ने जिस तरह शौचालयों के निर्माण के लिए काम किया, ये सभी राज्य भी प्रशंसनीय है। स्वच्छ भारत मिशन लाखों जिंदगियों के बचने का माध्यम बना है। WHO की ही रिपोर्ट है कि स्वच्छ भारत की वजह से 3 लाख जिंदगियों को बचाने की संभावना बनी है। इसी तरह यूनिसेफ ने अनुमान लगाया है कि गांव में रहने वाला हर वो परिवार जो अपने घरों में शौचालय बनवा रहा है, उसे कम से कम 50,000 रुपये की बचत हो रही है। इस संयुक्त राष्ट्र के लक्ष्यों को भी प्राप्त करने में अहम भूमिका निभाई।
And following the award ceremony, the Bill and Melinda Gates met Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi met the United States President Donald Trump on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly session in New York. The meeting comes days after both the leaders shared stage in Houston during the Howdy Modi event. The two leaders discussed issues related to trade between India and the US. And this was the fourth meeting between the two leaders after Prime Minister Modi's re-election in May this year. The two leaders had also met on the sidelines of the G20 and the G7 meetings. During the meeting, the two leaders held discussions on combating terrorism and trade ties between India and the US. And speaking with the media, the US President Donald Trump expressed hope that the two countries will soon have a trade deal and even a larger one.
Well, I think very soon. We're doing very well, and Bob Lighthizer, who's right here, was negotiating with India, and they're very capable representatives. And I think very soon we'll have a trade deal. We'll have the larger deal down the road a little bit, but we will have a trade deal very soon.
And Prime Minister Modi expressed his gratitude to President Trump for sharing the stage with him during the Howdy Modi event in Houston.
मैं राष्ट्रपति ट्रंप का बहुत आभारी हूं कि ह्यूस्टन समय निकाल करके आए, काफी समय दिया और अमेरिका में रहने वाले भारतीयों के लिए ये बहुत ही गर्व का अवसर था और मैं इसके लिए राष्ट्रपति ट्रंप का हृदय से बहुत बहुत आभार व्यक्त करता हूं।
And Prime Minister also spoke about the MOU between India and the US in the field of oil and energy.
जहां तक ट्रेड का सवाल है, मुझे खुशी है कि मैं जब परसों ह्यूस्टन में था तो हमारे पेट्रोनेट ने वहां पर $2.5 बिलियन के इन्वेस्टमेंट के साथ एनर्जी सेक्टर में इन्वेस्टमेंट का एमओयू किया है और उसका परिणाम ये होगा कि आने वाले कुछ दशक में करीब $60 बिलियन का ट्रेड और करीब 50,000 लोगों के लिए जॉब। तो अपने आप में एक बहुत बड़ा इनिशिएटिव भारत ने लिया है। राष्ट्रपति ट्रंप मेरे तो मित्र है ही है, लेकिन भारत के बहुत एक अच्छे मित्र के रूप में आज भारत और अमेरिका बहुत तेजी से आगे बढ़ रहे हैं।
And the US President has acknowledged Prime Minister Modi's strong message to Pakistan on the issue of terrorism.
I mean, the message is not for me to give, it's for Prime Minister Modi to give, and I think he gave that loud and clear on the other day when we were together. He gave a pretty loud message, and I'm sure he'll be able to handle that situation.
How do you see the statement coming from the Pakistani Prime Minister admitting that the Pakistani state, the ISI, trained Al-Qaeda?
I know this, that your Prime Minister will take care of it. No, look, you have a great Prime Minister, he'll solve the problem. I have no doubt about it.
Moving on now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed the third FIPIC meeting on the sidelines of the UN session in New York. In his address, Prime Minister Modi hailed the friendly ties between India and the Pacific Islands. The meeting was attended by the heads of delegation of Fiji, Papua New Guinea, the independent state of Samoa, Solomon Islands, Republic of Vanuatu. He also invited the leaders of Indo-Pacific Islands developing states to join the coalition for disaster-resilient infrastructure. In the spirit of his fundamental mantra, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas, Prime Minister Modi announced the allocation of $12 million grant to each PSIDS towards the implementation of high-impact developmental project in the area of their choice. In addition, a concessional line of credit of $150 million which can be availed by the PSIDS for undertaking solar, renewable energy and the climate-related projects based on each country's requirement was also announced. Prime Minister Modi expressed India's readiness to share its experiences in developing alternate energy.
सभी 20 देशों के साथ भारत के मैत्रीपूर्ण संबंध है। हम एक दूसरे के विकास में महत्वपूर्ण साझेदार हैं। भारत इन देशों के बीच 2 समिट मीटिंग्स आयोजित हो चुकी है। इस मुलाकात के जरिए हम अपनी पार्टनरशिप को और बढ़ाने पर चर्चा करेंगे।
And moving on now to news from back home, the Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh formally commissioned the Coast Guard's offshore patrol vessel, the Varaha, in Chennai today. The Raksha Mantri inspected the Guard of Honor before the commissioning of the ICGS Varaha. Addressing the investiture ceremony of the Coast Guard, the Raksha Mantri said that the ship has been designed and built indigenously by Larsen & Toubro and is fitted with the state-of-the-art communication technology and navigator with sensor and machinery.
Indian Coast Guard ship Varaha is an offshore patrol vessel manufactured by Larsen & Toubro. I am informed that it is fourth among the series of 7 ships to be delivered by Larsen & Toubro, with features like ultra-advanced navigation, communication sensors and machinery. It will operate from the port of New Mangalore on the west coast, covering exclusive economic zone up to Kanyakumari.
And with that, it's a wrap on this edition of the news. Thanks for being with us.